Okay, so I wanted to drop this truth bomb because it's what led to my kids having parental alienation in their adult lives. All four of my children. Okay, so I was married to a man, my second husband, and at the time I had already had all of my children. He was not the father of my kids. We met in 2016, dated a few years, and then got married. He was the former assistant district attorney for Limestone County, and he got violent with me, not in the presence of my child, who is still coming to the home, or my child that was living with us. She lived in the house with me, my oldest daughter, so both my girls were there with us, right? And when I divorced him, because of his violent behavior, I got a restraining order on him, and because of the constant domestic violence, and had a wonderful attorney for my divorce. He's amazing. Still give him a lot of credit for being so on point for that divorce, even though, I didn't get everything I wanted by any means, but he was able to get me through that and bring the truth to the surface, and that was important to me, right? And so I will not say his name on this platform because it's so public and I'm getting a lot of views, so yeah, we're not doing that. But long story short, when I left my ex-husband, James Ayers, the former assistant district attorney who was fired for being a perpetrator of domestic violence against his wife. As I was saying, James Ayers, former assistant district attorney of Limestone County, who was fired for domestic violence against his former spouse, me, was so completely delusional and apparently high on his power and authority and ability to get things done in Limestone County that he claimed he was poisoned with a sedative that was prescribed to me and left in our home because I left him. And he claims that I tried to kill him with the sedative. This is a man twice my size. Keep in mind. So apparently the medicine's in the house with him and I leave. Apparently he takes the medicine, he runs to the hospital, he convinces everybody in a hysterical moment that he's been poisoned. He convinces the police department, so I have a search warrant done. These guys come to my home. I lived in my gym at the time. I was homeless. He didn't pay on the car, so I became without a car, without a home. He took my business, he tanked it, sunk it into the ground because he couldn't do what I do, right? And it's one of those things that, I was just mind blown that he could pull that off, that he could pull such a bunch of BS, right? So they went through everything. They did a full search warrant on me, everything I own, every phone, every picture, every, hey, honey, sending you a cute pic that I sent to my husband. They saw every email, every text message, everything on every electronic device, every piece of clothing, every item, everything I own, basically. They went through it and found nothing, of course. Be realistic, guys. I can hate a guy all night and all day and get away from him. That's about as far as I need to go from my vengeance. I want peace in my life and I want my kids to be healthy and happy adults. It's my only goal. Simple. Yeah, I want to take care of my family. That's it. And peace. That's it. So anyways, he contacted my first three oldest kids, my first husband and my three oldest kids' dad, told them I was being investigated by the FBI for attempted murder. Also told the same thing to my youngest child's dad. He contacts all of my family. And keep in mind, my sister's a crazy narcissist who slept with my first husband, right? And maintains friendship with him over the years because she's psychotic. And my mother is a very narcissistic person too, who is obsessive and maintains a relationship with my youngest child's grandfather, Ricky. Yeah. So my mother and sister compete with me, are always jealous of me, gossiping about me, talking trash, being horrible human beings. So they are no longer allowed in my life. They've been banned from it completely because they're horrible, disgusting, jealous, hateful human beings. And I don't allow toxic people in my life. I don't care if we got the same blood pumping through our veins. You want to go help out baby daddies? You want to be a piece of crap human being? That's on you. Stay away from me, okay? So, my kids were told, as adults, my oldest three, that I was being investigated for attempted murder from the FBI. The FBI doesn't give a shit about you, James Ayers, okay? Not at all. It was a BS story. My oldest child was so panicked, Viola, was so panicked. And this poor baby's had anxiety since all the divorce drama. She was started when she was 12. Remember, she's the one child that never lost contact with me her entire childhood, her entire teenage years. We always found a way to stay in touch. How about that? That's my smart girl, my Virgo. And she was so convinced that what these guys had told her, her own father told her that her mother was being investigated by the FBI. Viola's having tremendous anxiety about it, won't see me or talk to me. So is Cullen hasn't maintained any contact with me since he was 11 and a half, almost 12 years old. And Talton stopped talking to me as well. And Alea walked up to me, my baby, and she said, Mama, I know it's not true. I don't believe anything they say. Because she's a smart girl. It's my baby. But I mean, my oldest daughter's smart too. She just suffers with a lot of anxiety, and this is really hard for her to process, guys. No child should have to go through this. No child should have to be put through decades of parental alienation and lies and being told information that's not true. Why not start telling the truth? Letting these kids have peace, and what they deserve is a happy, healthy life with their parents in it, as long as they're not narcissists. Because the narcissist doesn't have relationships. They have hostages. And they don't care about people. They only care about themselves. Yeah, the truth always comes out, guys. Might as well start with it.